Hey everybody, this is Blue, and I wanted to talk about card creation in your TTRPGs. In the last few days, I've watched a couple of videos in which they were talking about Wotc's latest product, which is called the Book of Many Things, which is an add-on, a supplement to the now famous Deck of Many Things. This item that Wotc is going to sell for close to, if not over, $100, if I remember right. And it just rubbed me the wrong way because, you know, Wotc does not like people like me because I'm creative. I play Rollmaster, which is a universal gaming system. The game that I'm also building, which is based off of Rollmaster, is going to also be a universal gaming system. What that means is that you can grab anything and everything and figure out what its value is numerically, and you can put it in the game. An example of this is I saw another video about taking your childhood cartoons and put them into your RPG. It's easy. One that I remember offhand was Thundar the Barbarian. Thundar, of course, was a barbarian, and he had this magical sword called the Sun Sword. So let's say I wanted to take him into my game. I would watch a comic or two of him and see what he is capable of doing. And basically, I would say that he's probably like a level 7 barbarian. He's not that smart. He kind of charges into everything. So, you know, he does not have a lot of skill and experience. And so, then his next most important thing is his sword. This sword, when he holds it, ignites, and it has a flame characteristic. So, we could say that Thundar the Barbarian is a level 7 barbarian with a plus 10 broadsword that has a flame characteristic to it. Okay, there. I did all that needs to be done. I could then make the NPC sheet for it, and it's added to the game. And so I can do that with anything and everything. As you see, Wotc wants to take D&D to the digital because then people like me can't just create whatever on a whim and add it to the game. This is part of the monetization that they wanted. They wanted to make us buy more from them. And I don't need them. With my Rollmaster system, the books that I have now, I could create anything and everything. The only modules I've ever bought were from MERP, Middle-earth Role-Playing, which was also made by Iron Crown Enterprises. This is Tolkien, okay? I loved it. And so at one time, I had like 3/4 of the modules. Then I kind of walked away from it. And now, thanks to PDFs, I have them all. I'm quite happy about that. So, I have created multiple worlds. I have created lots of professions. I have created a lot of things that are unique to me in my gaming history. All right. You can do the same thing. You do not need to buy the Deck of Many Things or the Book of Many Things. All you have to do is figure out some resources and you can do it. So, the Deck of Many Things is I believe what they said was like a 30-something card deck. And you can make that yourselves. Right here is a box of plain generic cards. They are semi-laminated, but they're blank. And this cost me less than $20 for the 500. And so you can order these and you can make your own cards. You can do it by hand if you want, or if you have a horizontal bed printer, you can use your computer printer to make them yourselves. And so you can do practically anything and everything for your game. So I have made many things. I'm going to show you some of them. All of these I have made in less than a year. Okay, so it can be done. Now the first one that I made is my Deck of Omens. Yeah, I got the name idea because I like Thundercats and the Sword of Omens. Okay. Now this is my first one, and all it is a bunch of hand-drawn runes and sigils on cards. There is a total of 38 of them. And so I got the cards, and here are my 2 sheets. That's it. This is all that I need to incorporate the Deck of Omens into my game. It's a blessed cursed deck. The deck that gives what it has on each card, immediately. You either draw the top card or you cut the deck and look at that card. What it says is granted immediately. And you can only use the deck of cards once a day once you become the owner. There's only 2 ways to stop this, and that is if the owner dies. But there's also a card where it says that you lose the deck and it teleports itself away. So it's not an automatic curse. You're not doomed to die. Like I said, there's 38 cards. 15 of them are bad. The other cards are good. They're very good. So I'm just going to read these off pretty easily for you. Card 1, lose half your money. Card 2, lose all your money. Card 3, unlucky, -20 to all skill rolls for 1d10 days. 4, very unlucky, -40 to all skill rolls for 1d10 days. 1d10, that's a 10-sided dice for those of you who do not know. Okay, card 5 is you lose the deck. It teleports itself away to find another victim. Okay. Find a cursed item. Player doesn't know it is cursed. 7, believe that you are someone else for 1d10 days. 8, amnesia for 1d10 days. 9 is lose your magical abilities for 1d10 days. 10, there's a bounty placed on you for 3d10 gold pieces. 11, you're blind for 1d10 days. 12, you are passed out for 1d10 hours. 13, you die. 14 is cursed. So you can do any type of curse on there. Again, this is so that if somebody else wants to use the concept, they can put on a different curse. Maybe you need to do something a little light or something a little bit heavier depending on the PC. Number 15, enslavement. Local rich man declares you are in debt and must work for him for 1d10 days to work off your debt. Okay? And then it's pretty much an inverse of what you've seen. 16 is you're lucky, plus 20 to all skill rolls for 1d10 days. 17, very lucky, plus 40 to all skill ranks for 1d10 days. 18, you find 1d10 gold pieces. 19, you're magically inclined, plus 20 power points for 1d10 days. 20, a minor god blesses you. 21, you find a charmed item. 22, local love interest wants you. 23, night vision for 1d10 days. 24, probably the best card. Nothing happens. 25, good weather for 1d10 days. 26, gain plus 20 skill ranks in unrelated skill. So basically that means maybe you are a warrior. All of a sudden you gain 20 skill ranks in painting. 27 plus 10 skill bonus. So, it could make you a better sword fighter. That's awesome. 27, gain 1d10 days of food and supplies. 29, find a plus 10 weapon that you are skilled in using. So, if you have a barbarian that has an axe, you found another axe that's just a little bit better. 30, if you are cursed, it is now removed. 31, learn of any unknown or cursed item you own except for the deck itself. Number 32, learn how to protect yourself when in a weapons fight. Plus 15 to your parrying skills. So sometimes these are small little things. 33, ruling party gives you 2d10 gold pieces. 34, find a magical item. 35, all injuries, scars you have are now healed. Maybe you had lost a finger in a fight and all that. You just got it back. 36, can't take damage for 1d10 days. That's a nice little thing to have. You gain 10 skill ranks in playing a musical instrument. Something weird. And 38, you learn a random single spell. So, any little thing that you can add on that might be kind of comical, you can add on to them. A person is compelled to use this deck once a day, unless the deck makes it impossible. The deck will stay with the person until it is sent away or the owner dies. The deck is magical and will regenerate from any damage the next day. The unknown secret is if the deck is ignored for 30 days, it will find a new owner. But the current owner will feel burdened until he uses the deck. The owner will have to make 3 saving rolls each day with a +2 in severity every day. So that is the deck of omens. And like I said, I made this within a week, and this is it. And I got my carrying case. This probably cost me $5. And so you can do that too. It's not hard. And I've created other things in there for my games. This is a deck of cards I made. It's not your regular deck of cards. As we know that in a standard deck of cards there are 4 suits, right? Well, not in this. There are 6. 3 red, 3 black. To represent magic, I have the 4 of orbs. So the orbs is the new one for the red. And then because I like combat, military and all that, I added the dagger. And so this is an 84. Oh, and there's also a new face card added. Because I like balance in life. We got the king, queen. We then added another female, and so there's a lord and a lady. So there's 14 cards per suit, times 6 is 84 cards. And so this is a completely functional deck, and I've actually used this to play solitaire with, which makes it more fun. Okay, you can do this. And I bought a hand stamp off of eBay for $6, and I could use an ink pad, and I made the backs for the cards. So this looks like something that you bought, but you made it yourself. And so I have great pride with this, because then I could, in a game, tell the guys that they're playing poker with the new deck. And then all of a sudden, you know, a 6 of a kind is possible in 7-card stud. You know, so that adds a flavor to the game. Excuse me. We got some cool, dry air, so my throat's been a little dry lately. All right. Now, in the video by Nerdarchy, they were talking about tarot decks and all that. And I, of course, made my own tarot deck. This, I call it an advanced deck. It's a lot of cards because there's more into it. Again, I added different cards, more suits to it. So we got your standard pentacles, but we also have swords. You know, that's the cup, which represents water. The other item is the book, tomes, because for those of you that do not know this, the tarot deck tells a story. Very interesting story. If you were to put your minor arcana, you know, the cups, pentacles, swords, that, and put them together and create a circle, and in the right order, I forget what the suit order is on it, but it tells the wheel of the year. It goes through the seasons of the year. And then your major arcana, the cards also tell a story. The Fool is not a fool. He is young. He is inexperienced. He is going on a journey, the journey of life. And every card that precedes him is somebody that he talks to learn about life, to learn. And so, you know, and so each card represents an aspect of life. So yes, you got your mage, your witch. I added the druid because, you know, nature is magical itself. Nature should be a part of your journey. And so I added that. I replaced cards because, you know, they have like the priest and all that, while I have a cleric. I got a healer. It's important that we heal from our wounds, learn of our wounds. You know, there's a pilgrim, a warrior, because we have to fight for what we believe in. A hermit, a seer, a scholar. We have to learn. And of course, that's what this journey is about. You know, it's not always the destination. It is what we learn along the way that's important. Got a paladin. There's sacrifice in here, and death, which is not the evil card. Death is about change. We are making a new path for ourselves, and so the old must die for the new to come through. We have the macabre because there are bad people in life and we have to learn to watch out for them. The other card I added was the merchant. Everything comes at a cost, and that's what the merchant is to teach us. And so, you know, the whole thing is about going through the journey and ending up with the manifestation, our end result, the goal. And so that is my tarot deck. The standard tarot deck, if I remember right, 76 cards. And with everything that I have added, if I remember right, it's 110. And again, I created this thanks to my printer in about 2 weeks of actual production, because you got to maintain your job and all that. But if this is something that I created, and so I can incorporate that into my role-playing game. Also, like I've told people, I am not your standard Christian. I follow my own path. And in the pagan world, they have what they call oracle decks, which is people, they create a theme deck of their own. And I created one too. I got, well, I think it's 80 cards in here. And they're talking about different aspects. And so, you got your Constitution. I got a Necromancer, my Death card, Warrior, Devil, Mentalist, Thief. Each profession, in my opinion, in Rolemaster can represent something. And so I created a Oracle deck based off of my RPG. And so I can incorporate that in the game, because then somebody might get the Moon Mage, which is all about lunacy and change and metamorphosis. And so that could be a nice twist that you can add to your own game. And the final thing I got to show you is a project that's not done. What I did was I created a whole bunch of cards that have icons on it. I hope, okay, you can see the heart. There's a cross. This could be a potion. These are icons from video games that you can buy. And so I bought them, and I've been printing them onto cards. Now, the whole purpose is, one of the professions that I have is called a cartomancer, card mage. And so the cartomancer would be taking his cards, these blank cards, and putting pictures on them. And the image will represent something important. Like this one with the arrows down, this is a potion that will weaken the drinker. We got books. Okay, books represent knowledge. Knowledge is power. And so, and there's one for potions. The purpose of this is that I would be able to give my cartomancer a series of cards as he makes them, as he role plays. And he can then take the cards out and cast a spell once a day. Then he has to recharge them. All this stuff here that I'm showing you, this cost me less than $100. It takes time. So if you are slightly creative, you can make anything you want. Just open your mind to the possibility and have a little dedication, and you can create everything that you want. Like I said, this is over 80 cards here, and you can make it as serious as you want. You can add a little humor to it. This card right here, Storm, of course. Storm, disruption. The Journey. And that's kind of lighthearted and all that. You got empathy, agility. You can even make a corruption card and all that. And you can do anything with it. Okay? You are your own limitation. If you can open up your mind, you can create anything. And if you can create it for yourself, you do not have to buy things from Wotc. You can save a lot of money And you can take pride because, like I said, when I'm going to be using these in my RPGs with my fellow players, you know, this is something I get to take pride in. And when you create your items, you could take pride in them too. So I think that's on all these cards here that you see. These are things that I've made up. Okay. You just got to make sure if you are printing images that you look and make sure that they are public domain, because you do not want to infringe on the rights of others. And everything that I have seen here has been listed, at least according to Google, public domain. So everybody, I hope this inspires you. And, you know, look around, and I bet you can do a lot more things than you realize. So everybody, please take care. Be at peace.